Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
When Sister Wives Brown family relocated to Arizona, they had high hopes of constructing their ideal homes on the breathtaking Kody Pass estate. However, those ideas never materialized as the drama intensified over time. According to reports, the Brown family has now permanently sold their property. To find out more about the sale and the reported amount the family received, continue reading. Kody Pass is being sold by the Sister Wives cast for more than $1 million. Rumors of Kody Pass changing hands began to circulate, as TV show's Ace recently pointed out. Robin was reportedly the last member of the family to sign the agreement, which was approved by the bulk of the family in January. According to reports, she approved the agreement in late March. Media outlets recently verified that Meri and Janelle Brown both sold their own land holdings. Fans may remember that Christine previously sold her land parcel to Kody for $10. She no longer wants any involvement with Kody Pass after she married David Woolley. According to recent sources, Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Robin Brown sold the large Flagstaff property and made a handsome profit. The four family members have sold the land for $1,500,000, a $680,000 profit, according to the U.S. Sun. It is one thing to have money from a long-running reality TV show, but the proceeds from the sale might help the family with a lot of their financial problems. The parents of the Brown family each received a portion of the sale. Kody was emphatic during season 19 that he didn't have to split the money equally between his ex-wives. Meri and Janelle emphasized that if Kody wasn't fair, they would get legal counsel. Meri and Janelle vented their displeasure and rage about the situation prior to season 19's break. They were most concerned that Kody would try to defraud them. Robin dissuaded him from doing so, but he subsequently acknowledged that he thought about it. One of the plots under Kody and Robin Brown's name sold for $305,000. According to the U.S. Sun, Meri and Janelle both own half of the second property, which sold for $305,000. Kody and Robin owned half of the third plot, which sold for $400,000, while Meri and Janelle owned the remaining 25%. According to reports, the fourth portion of Kody Pass sold for $490,000, with Meri and Janelle holding 25% and Kody and Robin once more owning 50%. The property dispute will probably be further explored in the remaining episodes of season 19. Although the sale may be final, viewers of Sister Wives are still aware of Kody Pass. As season 19 resumes this weekend, the property dispute is probably going to remain a bone of tension. The degree of tension that developed between Kody and his ex-wives is not yet known to the general public. Meri, however, has openly expressed her anger with Kody on social media. The pair most likely still harbors a great deal of animosity for one another, particularly after Kody labeled her friends *cheese in a confessional. Sister Wives may take a completely different turn as a result of Meri Brown's pivotal decision to gradually distance herself from her previous family. Kody's first wife, Meri, legally divorced him so he could marry Robin, but she continued to be a part of the family dynamic for years before leaving. Meri has continued to be a prominent figure in the public eye even after their breakup. The devastating loss of Garrison is anticipated to have an even greater emotional impact on season 19, even if the departure of Meri, Janelle, and Christine drastically changed the tone of Sister Wives. Meri always appeared to have a hint of sadness on her face, aside from coping with the tragedy of Garrison's untimely death. Meri and Kody were never a good fit in the first place. His marriage lacked love, and Kody's conviction that his family was polygamous further strained their relationship. When Meri fell for a catfish, she was lonely and seeking company, and it broke her. Meri's physical and mental well-being were both negatively impacted by the occurrence. But now the Sister Wives star is starting to recover. Meri has been managing significant life transitions while providing her Instagram followers with insightful updates on her own development. Despite being constrained by Sister Wives' contractual obligations, she has opted to emphasize emotional openness and frequently considers her inner journey. She has recently made references to feeling uneasy for an extended period of time, which may indicate more serious issues. Her posts hint at tense relationships within the Sister Wives group without mentioning specifics or identifying people. Meri appears to be creating room for healing while preserving a relationship with her audience by being transparent about her emotional development and difficulties. Although Janelle Brown has expressed support for the move, Meri Brown has said nothing in response to Kody Brown's recent decision to redistribute the Coyote Pass acreage. Both women had previously expressed reservations with the original design and the potential sale of portions of the site. Nonetheless, this new agreement was a step in the direction of more equitable property ownership. Meri is finally able to legally and emotionally separate herself from Kody and Robin by redefining her boundaries. By lowering tension and granting the women more authority over their part of the land, the redivision might be a watershed moment. According to updates posted on Reddit, Meri and Janelle have sold the Coyote Pass property they had intended to develop. This theory is supported by a screenshot submitted by Soaks1 and another uploaded by SunnyJulie99 from a Zillow listing. As SunnyJulie99 pointed out, Zillow doesn't show it was listed for sale, just that it's sold on April 14th. This suggests the land was sold off-market. Now that the sale is complete, Meri can concentrate on starting her new chapter on her own in Utah. For Meri, the silent deal represents a significant turning point both practically and symbolically, bringing closure to a common past and granting her the option to pursue different futures from her fellow sister wives. Meri has begun to gradually change into a different person. Losing weight is one of the tiny efforts she's taking to reach her objective. Meri recently showed off her curves at the Global Beauty Awards by wearing a black bodycon dress. In addition, the Sister Wives star has a new cat named Zona who is entertaining Meri and giving her companionship and encouragement while she grieves. BFF Christine Brown urges Janelle Brown to use the farmers-only dating site to start planting her oats now that she lives on a farm. In the exclusive preview of the Sunday, April 20th Sister Wives episode provided by Us Weekly, Christine, 52, states, "I found a lot of, happiness and being with my husband David Woolley, and I found him through a dating site. So, I think Farmers Only would be the perfect one for Janelle," she says. Excellent. I've seen advertisements featuring landowners. David, 61, tells the cameras, "It's these guys. They're big hunk dudes with a cowboy hat on plowing the fields, treating their ladies right," indicating that he supports his wife's plan for Janelle. Christine's mind is constantly racing with potential partners for Janelle, 55, following her separation from their joint husband, Kody Brown, in December 2022. In November 2021, Christine, 56, parted ways with Kody. In October 2023, she married David. She might want a landscaper. "I'm just saying," Christine replies, beaming broadly. "A landscaper?" David asks in a dubious manner. Christine adds, "I could think of a lot of ideas," while twirling her hair. After Janelle shows Christine and David the farmland she purchased in North Carolina, Christine's ideal dating situation occurs. "Being on this piece of property and knowing that this is all for me is really fascinating. I will be in this location. This is where I'm going to reside. This will be my final residence," Janelle declares in the teaser. "Even though this is my house, there will be a lot of labor involved. However, it will be well worth the effort." Christine, on the other hand, is overjoyed that her sister wife has come out. Regarding Janelle and her daughter Maddie's relocation, Christine says, "This is right for them," adding that Janelle deserves to have her dreams come true, but not even that. She is deserving of the opportunity to fulfill her aspirations. That's what it is. You have to fulfill them. She is too. Christine and Janelle married the same man in 1993 and 1994, respectively, and became family. When they joined the Poly family, their spouse, Kody, was also married to Meri Brown. Robin Brown became Kody's fourth wife in 2014. After having 6 children with Kody, Christine was the first of the Browns to quit their multiple marriage in 2021. In 2022, Janelle followed, and she and Kody had 6 children together. Garrison, the 25-year-old son of Janelle and Kody, passed away in March 2023. After more than 30 years together, Meri, 54, announced her split from Kody in January 2023. Leon is the ex's only child together. Meanwhile, Robyn and Kody are still together and have 5 kids together, 3 of whom are from Robyn's previous marriage. Christine, Janelle, and Meri have all left Arizona, where they were previously living together, since their separate splits. While Janelle teamed up with her husband, Caleb, and oldest daughter, Maddie, to buy land in North Carolina, Christine moved to Utah and met her now husband, David. Meri made her bed and breakfast in Utah her permanent home. The surroundings of Sister Wives star Janelle Brown's camper seem a little different from last year's, possibly because she is spending the summer alone. Where else did she spend her summer? She gives some details as she embarks on a cross-country trip today. Among Sister Wives, Janelle Brown is a mother first. Throughout this TLC series, Janelle Brown has demonstrated her extraordinary parenting abilities on numerous occasions. When she was hundreds of miles away from home, she appeared to show this again. 18-year-old Savannah Brown seems to be embarking on a summer adventure after graduating from high school. It looks like Janelle's youngest child, the daughter who is rarely spotted on the Sister Wives cameras, is spending the summer somewhere else. Janelle seems to have taken advantage of the chance to see her grandchildren again. The Sister Wives grandmother drives to North Carolina today. But that's not the real reason for the trip. This delighted mother's car is carrying Savannah and her puppy across the United States. This recent graduate seems to be planning to stay with Maddie Brown Brush and her family for the summer. Maddie is Janelle's oldest daughter. Fun on the road with Janelle. Janelle engages with her followers in her latest post. As she moves through these tiny towns, something strikes her. She finds it hard to believe how much country music she has in her mind. Every time they travel through a town, she acts as a human jukebox. Searching her memories, Janelle Brown finds a song with the name of a town in the title. To date, the majority of the cities she has visited have been featured in country western songs. For this reason, she asks her fans to provide her a list of song titles that include the name of a town. The task of driving the highways during this long trip was taken on by this Sister Wives mother, who made it an amusing game. She is dropping off her kid, her daughter's car, and her dog at Maddie's house, suggesting that she plans to go home by herself. But now where is that? Do Sister Wives have to give up RV living in the summer? Janelle's daughter didn't like living in the RV last summer, but this 6-time mother loved it. Savannah may have chosen to stay with Maddie because Janelle will be spending the summer in her trailer again. It appears to be a fair compromise for both mother and daughter, if that is the case. But where is Janelle storing the RV she purchased last year? She put it away for the winter. If you look at the image above, which she recently posted for her Sister Wives admirers, it might be Coyote Pass. It looks like a campground, though. It appears that there is even another camper in the backdrop. Among the features in the photo that are typical of many campgrounds are the utility box and post on the left side of the RV. It makes sense that modern camping would not be very desirable on Coyote Pass. The only member of the original Sister Wives family that Janelle Brown spends time with is Christine Brown. She moved outside of Flagstaff as well. Furthermore, she no longer maintains a strong relationship with the 3 other adults from the polygamous marriage that has since ended. She is practically by herself in Flagstaff. That wouldn't be the case in Utah, though. Is Janelle's Utah nesting empty? Therefore, it is conceivable that Janelle Brown resides in her RV close to her best friend in Utah. Janelle might be planning to stay in the RV for another summer. Maybe her best buddy, who was formerly her co-wife, is camping out next to her. That would definitely make filming Sister Wives a little easier with 2 wives in one location. Janelle Brown and Christine also sort of work together to promote the same beverage. Therefore, living close to her best buddy might also make that task easier. Why not find it near her closest friend? This TLC celebrity mother seems to be managing an empty nest this summer. The Browns finally sell Coyote Pass for a massive amount. What does this mean for their future? The shocking details. Introduction. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, the Brown family has finally decided to sell the infamous Coyote Pass property for a massive amount, and fans are going wild with speculation about what this means for their future. If you've been following Sister Wives for any length of time, You know the saga of the Coyote Pass property has been filled with drama, delays, and tense moments. For years, the Browns have been locked in a battle over land ownership, with the future of Coyote Pass hanging in the balance. But now, in a shocking move, the Browns have officially sold the land for a mind-blowing price that has left fans both excited and perplexed. But what led to this surprising sale, and what does it mean for Kody and his wives going forward? Are there more shocking twists to come for the Brown family? Could this be the beginning of the end for the Browns' once idealistic dream of building their utopian family home? In this exclusive, deep dive article, we're uncovering every shocking detail about the sale of Coyote Pass, from the massive amount of money involved to the emotional toll it has taken on the family and the future of the Browns' relationships. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations. Chapter 1. The History of Coyote Pass, a dream that turned into a nightmare. To truly understand the significance of the Coyote Pass sale, we first need to rewind and look at the complicated history of the property. Coyote Pass, located in Flagstaff, Arizona, was supposed to be the answer to the Brown family's prayers. When Kody Brown first purchased the land, he envisioned it as the perfect place for his 4 wives and their children to build separate homes, united by a shared property and a family commune-like setup. In the early days, fans of Sister Wives watched as Kody and his wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, excitedly dreamed about the future they would have at Coyote Pass. The land was seen as a symbol of their commitment to plural marriage, with plans to build separate homes for each wife while maintaining close proximity to one another. But as with many of the Browns' grand plans, things quickly went awry. The project, which was supposed to bring the family closer together, began to drive wedges between the spouses. Financial struggles, constant disagreements about the land's development, and the emotional toll of living in a state of limbo all contributed to the growing tensions. While Kody pushed forward with his dream, the other wives grew increasingly disillusioned with the idea. Christine, in particular, seemed to lose faith in the plan as her frustrations with Kody and their complicated relationship reached a boiling point. Meanwhile, Janelle and Meri were caught between their loyalty to the family and their own desires for independence. Despite the drama, the Browns held on to the land, but over time, it became clear that the dream of Coyote Pass was slipping further and further out of reach. And now it's finally sold. But the journey to this point has been anything but simple. Chapter 2. The massive amount. How much did the Browns sell Coyote Pass for? The sale of Coyote Pass has taken the world of Sister Wives fans by storm, and for good reason. The price the Browns received for the property is staggering. $10 million. Yes, you read that correctly. $10 million for the land that was meant to be the Browns' dream home. Fans have been questioning how the Browns were able to secure such a high price for the property. Was the land truly worth that much? Or was this part of a larger strategy to move on from the land once and for all? And with the sale, what are the Browns' next steps? The price is undoubtedly a reflection of the property's prime location in Flagstaff, Arizona, and its potential for development. Despite the emotional baggage that the Browns carried with Coyote Pass, there's no denying that the land was valuable. The sale itself has created a whirlwind of questions about the Browns' finances, the future of their real estate ventures, and what they will do with the windfall. Was this a savvy financial decision, or the result of mounting pressure to let go of the past? The sale price is undeniably huge, but it also signals the end of an era for the Browns. Chapter 3. The Emotional Fallout. Kody's reaction to the sale. While the financial windfall is undoubtedly exciting, the emotional fallout of selling Coyote Pass has been significant, especially for Kody Brown. For years, Kody had touted Coyote Pass as the future of the Brown family, and the idea of building separate homes for each wife was central to his vision of plural marriage. But the reality of that dream has been filled with challenges. Kody's strained relationships with his wives, especially Christine and Janelle, made it increasingly difficult to move forward with the Coyote Pass project. As Christine's departure from the family became inevitable, the once promising future of Coyote Pass seemed like a pipe dream. Kody, however, was reluctant to let go. He had always believed that Coyote Pass was the key to the Browns' future. But now, with the sale finally complete, Kody has had no choice but to face the reality that his dreams of building a family compound are officially over. The question on everyone's mind is, how did Kody react to the sale? While he hasn't openly expressed his feelings about parting with the land, sources close to the family claim that Kody was deeply conflicted. On the one hand, the sale represents a huge financial gain for the family. But on the other hand, it marks the end of a dream that Kody had invested so much time and energy into. Chapter 4. Christine's role in the sale. Was she pushing for this? One of the most intriguing aspects of the Coyote Pass sale is the role Christine Brown played in the decision. Christine's departure from the family was a game changer, and her desire to leave Flagstaff and move on from the Brown family was a catalyst for the sale of the property.